So I've never been able to wake up at a consistent time, particularly not at the weekend, as I've always loved to have a bit of a lie-in. But apparently this might not be doing me any good. Hi everyone, my name is James, and today I just wanted to lay the groundwork for a little sleep experiment that I'm going to do. Now I won't waste your time. My aim really is just to wake up at the same time, 7:30, for the next 2 weeks and just see what it does to my sleep. So I've been doing a lot of research into sleep the past few weeks, and really the past couple of years, and I seem to get a lot of mixed messages about what is good for you. Now recently I was listening to a video that was telling me that naps are bad, and then if you're tired during the day you should try and hold off and just go to sleep a bit earlier. But then I listened to a podcast with the founders of a company called 8 Sleep, who are a very successful sleep hygiene company. And you guessed it, the founders nap, and they're very supportive of napping. But one key thing that seems to be consistent between all the sources that I've looked at is that waking up at the same time every single day, even on the weekends, is really good for you. And funnily enough, this is the thing that I'm the worst at. I've always loved to have a lie-in. I used to pride myself on how late I could lie-in when I was at school particularly. Nowadays I don't lie-in as much, but there's still a good 2 to 3 hour difference between my wake-up time on a weekday as compared to the weekend. And particularly because I go to university every day, the day starts at a different time, so I've been able to wake up at different times every single day. So all in all, it's been quite inconsistent for me. I am usually asleep by 11 roughly most nights, so that's a bit more consistent. But anyway, that's the groundwork for why I wanted to try this out. So I'm going to commit to waking up at 7:30 every day for the next 2 weeks or so. And I have actually already done this for the past couple of days, so I'm already into the experiment a little bit. And the aim of this is really to retrain my brain and my circadian rhythm to be used to waking up at the exact same time, so that my body clock can almost get used to this and therefore have better quality sleep. And this is an important note actually I wanted to say in this stage of the video, is that I've always tended to get far too worried about the duration of my sleep rather than the quality, when actually we should really be trying to maximise the quality of our sleep as well as the duration. However, obviously changing duration all the time does mess up these circadian rhythms. So this is what this aims to do, is improve sleep quality. But obviously getting another hour of sleep each night is always generally a good thing too. And another note before I sign off. One of the biggest reasons why people tend to sleep poorly is what is called sleep anxiety, which is effectively the fear of sleeping poorly. Sometimes we're so worried about how well we're going to sleep, and therefore how it will negatively affect us the next day, and what this means for our job and our kids and our family, and all of these things swirl around our minds as we're trying to go to sleep. And ultimately it's a vicious cycle, in that the fear of not going to sleep actually prevents you from going to sleep. So it's this vicious cycle. And obviously I'm not going to just tell you stop worrying, because that's not how this works. But perhaps a bit of a mindset shift is required. So Russell Foster, who is a professor of sleep science and circadian neuroscience at the University of Oxford, talks about this area of sleep anxiety. And he talks about how destructive this can be for people. He says that people come up to him and say, "Will I die if I don't get 8 hours of sleep?" To which his answer is, well, you're going to die, yes, but it might not be due to your sleep.
And so people have become frightened about their sleep. Rather than embracing the sleep, they become anxious about it.
Instead, he says, do take that sleep that you are getting and be grateful for that. You've got to be kind and gentle with yourself about how much sleep you're getting. And if anything is sort of increasing your fear or your worry about the sleep or your sleep quality, for example, a sleep tracking app or a watch that's telling you, oh, you got hardly any sleep last night, or quality was awful, or your body battery is at 0, maybe just remove those things for a while and just go based on how your body is feeling in the morning and throughout the day. That's probably the best gauge for how well you're sleeping. Anyway, this is a massive area of sleep, and it's something that I kind of want to explore a bit more on this channel. And you can tell hopefully that I'm quite interested in this area, and I do plan on doing more research throughout these weeks and seeing how my body behaves to waking up at the same time. I look forward to reporting back probably in about 2 weeks or so. So anyway, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.